Welcome to Beckon Angels. My name is April Bean, and I'm happy to have you here. I thought it would be good to talk about the Capricorn full moon that's coming up on June 21st, 2024, as well as the the second full moon that we're having in Capricorn on July 21st, 2024. Um, this is literally once in a blue moon. And so I thought it would be good to talk about it. Let's just get right into it. So on June 21st, 2024 at 7:07 p.m. Mountain Time, that is 9 p.m. Eastern Time um, in the United States. It's the middle of the night in the UK. Um, we have the Sun and Venus and Mercury all in the sign of Cancer, water sign, being opposed by a 1-degree Capricorn moon. So the first Capricorn full moon is at 1 degree of Capricorn, of course. And then on July 21st, there will be a full moon at 29 degrees. So the Capricorn part of your chart is going to be lit up. So where is your, maybe you could tell me in the comments below, what house do you have Capricorn in? Capricorn is the 10th house, universally, globally, for everyone using Placidus whole sign houses, which is what I use. And that is work, that is career, that is education. It's also fertility and pregnancy and creativity. It depends on where you have it in your chart. But yeah, it's right here. So the moon is your emotions and your mood. It's the world. It's how the world is feeling. And this is a very touchy-feely, emotional moon. Full moons bring things to a culmination, to a completion. There's some kind of an acknowledgement or an adjustment that is needed. So with these three planets, the Sun, Venus, and Mercury in this watery sign of Cancer, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions are going to be very sensitive, very watery. Tears will most likely be shed. You may be getting some very emotional news because we have the moon here, which is a Capricorn, getting things done, but you're getting Mercury, the planet of communication, with Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and wealth, along with the Sun, which is happiness, optimism, and the father. And the moon is the mother. It's at 1 degree. So it's opposite the Sun at 9:07 p.m. Eastern Time in the US. I would say, if I was doing your astrology chart, I would say you've got some really powerful, emotional, but happy news coming your way right about June 21st, 2024, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Because of the moon at 1 degree, it's a new beginning. This is a fresh start. Something is getting started here. Something's getting started in Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the taskmaster, the school principal, the authority, the police officer. It gets things done. Everyone knows this, and my mother was a Capricorn, so I know this is true, that if you want something done, get a Capricorn. Capricorns exceed and excellence every time. They're skilled and scheduled and confident and bright and on time, punctual, driven, super successful. I love Capricorns. They get stuff done. They get stuff done. And I'm an Aries, so I have a lot of respect for Capricorns. Capricorns are also, not real touchy-feely. So for this to be taking place, the Sun and Venus and Mercury in the sign of touchy-feely, nurturing, compassion, empathic, sensitive, ooey-gooey feelings. Capricorn's not at home with that. Capricorn doesn't like that kind of touchy-feely, doesn't give hugs. My mother didn't give hugs. My mother didn't say, I love you. But she got stuff done. She would stay up all night sewing a dress for me or making my sister's high school yearbook, look good. She would get all kinds of wonderful things done. So where are you having this in your chart? This is because it is some kind of major beginning that is happening. This is really powerful. Because currently Pluto, the planet of the underworld, death, destruction, is currently retrograde and will be at 1 degree 34 minutes of Aquarius. Wow, that's like right on my Mars. Going backwards, and it will get back to 28 degrees of Capricorn in September, I believe it is. And then in November, it will transit back into Aquarius, and it'll be in Aquarius for the next 20 years. So right now, what do you have beginning? Some kind of work project, some kind of creative project, very creative, very strongly aspected here with the moon and the sun, Mercury, Venus opposing the moon. This is a starting point. And then let's just click over to July. So in July, on July 21st, so a month later, at 6:17 a.m. Eastern time. So sometime around noon in the UK, we will have the conclusion of the Capricorn moon. So here the sun will be at 29 degrees of Cancer, which is an anaretic degree. This is a plane landing. This is bringing things into a landing just before it moves into Leo, which is heart-centered, family-centered, love, some kind of major creative situation coming to a conclusion. And then we have the moon at 29 degrees of Capricorn, bringing whatever you began on June 21st, bringing it to a conclusion or some kind of acknowledgement, adjustment has been made over the past 29 days as you've transited through the sign, as the moon is, after we've had the sun and the moon on June 21st, now July 21st, once again, another opportunity to bring a culmination, a completion, a closure, an acknowledgement, an adjustment in the sign of Capricorn, the hardest working sign in the zodiac. And at 29 degrees, like bringing a plane into landing, very critical, important time. Also bumping into 0-degree Pluto, which is powerful, death, destruction, the god of the underworld, in Aquarius, still at 0 degrees. So it's still at 0 degrees in Aquarius, which is humanity, revolution, innovation, technology, incredible intellect, very smart, intelligent, witty, charming, not charming, actually, I take that back. Aloof, cold. Um, Aquarius people love humanity, but don't really like people too much. And, I've heard this stated by many other people before. I do run the risk of offending an Aquarius. So, with all due respect to Aquarius, um, not real touchy feely. So, this will not be a very touchy feely moon. Um, the moon is emotion. The sun is happiness, joy, optimism. This represents the father. This represents the mother. Some kind of situation that you've been working hard at. You've been really working hard at that from June 21st through July 21st. You've worked really, really hard on this. Your creativity has been at an all-time high. You've been powering through getting stuff done, making videos, making graphics, creating websites, doing photo shoots, setting up, landing pages and webinars and sales click funnels and all kinds of things. You've been working so hard. And now it's all coming to a conclusion. It doesn't mean that you'll be stopping. It just means that you'll be moving it out. Yeah, okay. So I just got an intuitive hit from my guidance. And as I do astrology, this is how I do astrology. I listen to the collective angels and my inner guidance, my higher self. And they're telling me that, yeah, so what you're doing is you've been working on this pretty much alone as you've been working all this time. And then on July 21st, 2024, at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, you'll be bringing this out into the public for the humanity, for the people. Some kind of project that you've been working on will be brought to fruition and shared with people. So it just depends on where you have Aquarius in your chart. Maybe post below where you have Capricorn and Aquarius in your chart. And if you don't know, you can go to beckonangels.com and click on services, click a 30-minute or 1-hour astrology session with me, and I'm happy to tell you about that. My prices are super affordable. I always wanted to have a lot of astrology done when I was younger, and I couldn't afford it. And so I always price, now that I am an astrologer, I price my sessions at a very affordable rate. I don't want anybody to be priced out of receiving the information that they need in order to get an answer to their life and what's happening. So beckonangels.com, you can find it there under services. I'm happy to tell you. You can also post underneath this video, comment about where Capricorn is for you. I'd love to know, everybody, where is Cancer? Where is Capricorn? Because this axis this is your intuition. This is your feelings. This is emotions as well. And it's being opposed by Capricorn, which is working hard, getting things done, scheduling things, showing up for things, finally getting the job done that you need to get done. And it's something that you feel very strongly about, because here we have Pluto, a 0 degree, definitely influencing that moon at the 29-degree anaretic degree of Capricorn. So they're going to basically collide. This is basically a conjunction. So yeah, where is this showing up in your chart? I would love to know. I'd love to talk to you about it more. And by the way, we do have a new moon on. Let me stop sharing. We do have a new moon also in July, of course, on July 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We do have a new moon, and new moons are fresh starts, new beginnings, getting things started. So that's going to be really nice to have that sandwiched in between the two Capricorn full moons, to have a fresh start, new beginning in the middle on July 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So that'll be really powerful. And, I love astrology. And if you do too, book a session with me at you can go to aprilbeam.com, that's true, or beckonangels.com, and click on services, and you will find my prices quite delightful. And you can book a 30-minute session or a 1-hour session. They are recorded, and you receive the recording, so you can look at it anytime you want, forever. And you also receive your natal chart, which is a snapshot of the sky when you were born, and your progress chart, which moves your sky forward a degree for every year that you've been alive on planet Earth. See how that works? So I look forward to being able to talk to you about your astrology. I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.